Bro, y'all wonder how, like, lonely I am. This is literally me during a live stream. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to Maria. I'm drunk when I get when I get off air. Not gonna lie, I'm not. I'm down bad. It sounds like I'm very down bad right now. I'm not even gonna lie. It sounds like I'm down bad. Like. Welcome back to an episode of Music Banter. I am your host, Ben Holkman, and today we're going to be talking about the worst rap takes on TikTok. Now, if you don't know what TikTok is, what rock are you living under, number one? And number two, TikTok is basically Vine that is somewhat better with a lot more junk on it. But of course, with any media platform, you have music people and people who are going to talk about music and rap and all sorts of genres and all that kind of stuff. However, I think I found the worst person on this app, and I know Fantano joined, but still, we're going to be reviewing some of his stuff. I randomly downloaded a bunch of his videos, give him a shout out once we get into the video, and I wanted to do more so of takes that I can kind of get away with saying in one video rather than having to do an entire video for one take. Just do a lot of takes in one video because I think that's a lot easier, and also a lot of these takes are pretty bad. I've seen a couple videos of his, so let's get right into it. So as I play this video in the video here, you will be seeing it on your phone. I'll give him a shout out now. Danny_999X. Let's see.
So I have to choose 3 artists from this list to go away forever. That's hard because they're all great artists.
The list is Lil Uzi, Drake, Gunna, Kanye, Juice WRLD, Polo G, Future, Lil Baby, and Playboi Carti. Just in case y'all didn't know.
The first artist I'm taking out is the weakest out of this bunch, Gunna.
I'd agree. I think Gunna, out of everyone, I think you can get rid of Gunnas without anyone really arguing, especially looking at that group. I can understand that.
Second artist I'm taking out is Kanye West, because he hasn't dropped a good album since 2010. So I'm doing...
My brain. No. All right, let me explain why. Number one, if you take out Kanye, I think you also take out Drake, because a lot of people have them connected. A lot of people want to see those two kind of put together in a battle. Of course, I think Kanye would win, but for your argument being that Kanye didn't drop a good album after 2010, you could also argue that none of these artists that we talked about has a better album than Kitsy Ghosts, has a better album than, to some people, Yeezus, has a better album than Ye, or has a better album than The Life of Pablo. You can argue that for almost all of the artists we talk about here. I don't think that's correct, sir, but let's keep going.
Doing the world a favor. Now,
Man says he's doing the world a favor. You know how many artists he put on that everyone loves? Stop it.
It pains me to say it, but Playboi Carti, you gotta go too.
I'd agree. I think, yes, probably for the influence, Playboi Carti would stay. In my opinion, I think you gotta get rid of Gunna. I think that's easy. I think you get rid of Lil Baby. Not that I think that he doesn't have potential. I think, to me, I see him as more of like how 21 Savage kind of just growing existentially and how good he is. I'd see the same thing with Lil Baby, but I don't know. And then the third, I gotta go with Polo G. I don't see the influence. To me, he's like Ben Simmons. He started off very hot, but he's plateaued dramatically. He doesn't have as much potential in his music as a lot of other people on this list. So yes, Drake stays because Drake is a legend, don't get me wrong, and I don't hate on him as much, but I just say, like, if you're gonna get rid of Kanye, I think you get rid of Drake first. Let's move on to the next video that I have. I'm gonna mute this because it's got copyrighted music and I don't want a copyright strike, but it's overrated, underrated. He's gonna go Denzel Curry first. Okay, so he said underrated for Denzel Curry. I'd agree to the extent of, I think everyone who listens to him is like, yeah, this is one of the best rappers out, which I agree with. But yeah, I totally agree with that take. I think Denzel Curry is underrated to an extent. Yeah, Travis Scott, overrated. I can agree with that. You know what? Yeah, I think Days Before Rodeo isn't as good as everyone says it is. I like it though. It's not, but it's definitely not this amazing mixtape that everyone wants to put it as. Of course, Rodeo is unbelievable, and Astroworld is very good, and I hope Utopia kind of follows that same trend. But yeah, he's overrated because of all those like Fortnite kids. I got YNB Namir underrated. He put YNB Namir underrated. This is the same man who made this song. If I gave you all my love, I say, would that make you happy, baby? Would that make you happy? Anyone who makes Soul Train is overrated and should never even be on on music ever again, in my opinion. But that's just, again, my humble opinion. And now he's got Polo G overrated. Under. Polo G fans piss me off because you know what? He's good, right? But he's like Kendrick Nunn good. He's good for stretches. Like his floor is very good. His ceiling isn't there. And I think that's what people need to realize. And I worry now because I see on the screen MF Doom, a top 10 rapper of all time, one of the most influential rappers ever. What is he gonna say? Oof. Wrong. Wrong by most people's standards. I mean, when you talk about your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, it's Pusha T and it's also MF Doom. He paved the way for so many people. He influenced an entire, I think, realistically, because I've also seen his hate on Earl Sweatshirt, I think I know what this trend is going to be. I think he's not going to like a lot of guys from Odd Future. He's not going to like a lot of guys from different places that quote MF Doom as their most important guy. But then again, I mean, Denzel Curry says MF Doom is one of his influences. So I don't know. I don't know if there's a trend with him. I don't know if this is just one-off. I get getting into MF Doom is pretty difficult. Don't get me wrong. You have to lose like all sense of how you talk to girls. I understand because I'm an MF Doom fan. I understand that, but I think he's properly rated. I don't think he's overrated because I think the credit that he does have is sort of like the credit that he does have is given, and I think people understand that now. So we have another one. Three got to go along with the music. Let's listen. It's Earl Sweatshirt, Frank Ocean, Eminem, Tyler the Creator, Kanye, Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, and Lil Wayne. So let's get into this.
So 3 artists have to go along with all their music, and this is the easiest one yet. Get the 3 bozos from Odd Future the hell out of here. Earl, Frank, and Tyler, gone forever, and please don't come back. Seriously, look at the amount of legendary rappers in this picture. If you take out anyone other than Earl, Tyler, and Frank, you have low rap knowledge.
I mean, you pigeonhole a little bit because, yeah, they don't have the same amount of credit that I think a lot of people want to give them. You can take away Drake's, I think you can take away Cole's, but I think you have to take away one of those 3 guys. So I don't disagree necessarily, but I understand. Like I sort of like it's more difficult than the dude is putting on. Because it is an incredibly difficult kind of thing because they have made their own sound. The Odd Future trios that they're talking about, Earl Sweatshirt, Frank Ocean, and Tyler the Creator, they made their own sound. They've kind of pioneered this sort of wave of their own, and I think they've been sort of influential as is. It is somewhat difficult to try and justify not taking at least one of them out. So, you know what? I agree. Now, this one is going to be very fun. He has the Rappers Mount Rushmore. I think a lot of people were talking about this for 2010's Rappers Mount Rushmore. You got Drake, Kendrick. Academics put Nicki Minaj. I think I'd put Future over Nicki Minaj, but I actually, looking back on it, I can understand. I somewhat agree with that Nicki Minaj should be there. And J. Cole. So, let's get into it.
So they said this is Mount Rushmore for the 2010 rappers, and first of all, I'm glad Nicki's getting the respect because she deserves to be there. But what is Kendrick Lamar doing there?
If Kendrick Lamar is there, J. Cole has no beating. Like, if Kendrick Lamar shouldn't be there, J. Cole has no business being there because Kendrick is better than Cole. Not by like this amazing amount, but Kendrick is better than Cole by a substantial amount. I agree Drake should be there because Drake is kind of defining the 2010s. I agree that if you want to put Nicki there, that's fine. But you have to put Kendrick there. You have to put Kendrick there. He's made 3 of the greatest albums of the decade. Arguably you can arguably say the greatest album of the decade. A lot of people would even argue the greatest rap album of all time. I've expanded my listening, so I hesitate to say something like that for To Pimp a Butterfly, but I agree to an extent that it should get the credit it deserves. He deserves to be on there more than Nicki. Like the fact that he was on there and people were debating whether Nicki Minaj should be there is saying a lot, in my opinion.
Here's my logic. Kendrick and J. Cole are in the same lane. They can't both be there. And
sure, then take J. Cole out. Genuinely, take J. Cole out and you get yourself an easier path. You get yourself an easier way through. J. Cole, in my opinion, should be there, by the way, and I agree that J. Cole should be there. But if you're saying that both J. Cole and Kendrick are equal, then take J. Cole out. Because I think Kendrick, if people say, like, if they both do the same thing, that means Kendrick has done it better, in my opinion.
J. Cole does it better, so J. Cole stays and
Wrong. I mean, yes, it's an opinion. It's an opinion. I've heard that J. Cole's better than Kendrick, but still, like, if you're going to take J. Cole out, I think you have to put Future there. But still, that's just my opinion.
Kendrick leaves. So in Kendrick's spot, I'm going with maybe either Future or Young Thug. But
okay, yeah, I can agree. I'd lean towards Future a bit more. I think he's a little more influenced, but Young Thug should definitely be in the consideration.
I'm leaning more towards Future because he influenced this generation more.
I agree. I agree with his replacement. I just don't agree with who he's replacing. For some reason, he has it out for Kendrick, but I don't know why. I just, if you're going to take one guy out, I think it would be Cole, just because I think if you're talking about the 2010s as a whole, you'd put Future over Cole. Just like if you're going to make that argument, I think you'd put him over Cole rather than over Kendrick Lamar, but that's just my opinion. Now, here are the top 5 worst rappers ever, according to him.
These are the 5 worst rappers of all time. Disclaimer, this is not my opinion. These are the worst rappers ever, objectively.
Anytime someone says objectively and they don't bring up stats, so they don't bring up legitimate proof, they're usually wrong. So let's see how this goes.
The worst rapper ever is Nick Cannon. Great businessman, terrible rapper.
Anti-Semite. Yeah, fair enough. I'd put Nick Cannon here.
The 4th worst rapper ever is KSI. Now, to be fair, I feel like all British people shouldn't rap. He's just the worst one.
All right, well, there's 2 takes there. Number 1, I don't think KSI is terrible. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's gonna have the influence. I think if he wasn't KSI, no one would know him like from music. I don't expect that, but he's made some decent songs. Yes, he sometimes gets carried 100%, but he's made some pretty good songs. And the second thing that UK rappers shouldn't be a thing, drill wouldn't be as big as it is without the UK. You got guys like Stormzy, Dave. I mean, we can keep going on. Skepta, like you have this plethora of amazing talent from the UK that you're kind of just leaving out by saying something like that. So yeah, that's just right, whatever. Just a quick note while I was editing this. If UK artists are that bad, why did Drake copy them for so long? I mean, we've already established Guy is not the best, but yeah.
The 3rd worst ever is Lil Xan. That doesn't need an explanation.
That's fair. I think I'd agree. Lil Xan definitely has to be on a worst rappers of all time list. I mean, when old heads got pissed off, it was mostly towards him, and I agree. He's not good.
The 2nd worst rapper of all time is that fake drug dealer, Pusha T. He was losing to Drake so bad, Pusha had to bring up Drake's kid. Pusha is ugly on the inside and out.
Not only is Pusha T not on the worst rappers of all time, he is one of the greatest rappers of all time. Like, almost objectively. I think a lot of people would agree that his skill, even though his topic and his subject range is sort of limited, I think you have to put him in at least top 30. At least top 30. I'd say even top 20. I'm just in shock. I'll be honest. I didn't expect Pusha T. I did not. Out of everyone, right? Out of everyone, Pusha T. You could have said Blueface, who finally caught a beat. I would have even understood Logic. Even though Logic's one of my favorites, I would have even understood Logic. You should have said Tom McDonald. And if Tom McDonald is not your number 1, then this list is wrong. You could have said Jake or Logan Paul. You could have said any of those other YouTubers that aren't as good as KSI, like Bryce Gum or Bryce Hall does music probably. He's cloud chasing. But, like, realistically, like, how do you put Pusha T at number 2 of the worst rappers ever? I get if he's not, like, your favorite and you're just like, I'm not into him. But you've got to respect the talent there. I'm in shock. All right, it's got to be Tom McDonald, number 1, right?
And the worst rapper to ever live is Earl Sweatshirt.
No! My man forgot Tom McDonald. I probably vanished. Nah, I'm good. I thought I vanished into the green screen. But what is his hate train for Earl Sweatshirt? I get he's a lot of his fans overrate him. I understand, but like, what is this hate for him? Like, why do people hate him as much as they do? Like, seriously, he's very like talented and skill wise. So I don't agree with that. Pick 3 albums and the rest are gone forever.
So I have to pick 3 albums and the rest are gone forever. So the first album I'm picking is the best.
I already know. I already know what he's leaving behind. I already see Untitled Unmastered.
One on this list, Love is Rage 2 by Little Uzi. For my second choice, I'm picking the 2021 album of the year so far, The Off Season by J. Cole. Now the third pick is hard between Whole Lotta Red or What a Time to Be Alive. But I think I'm gonna choose.
No. Hold on. There is someone I'd like to defend here. Limbo's there. Limbo is better than Whole Lotta Red, better than What a Time to Be Alive. I don't care if it's not as iconic as everyone as What a Time to Be Alive, Lover's Rage, whatever. I don't care. It is, looking at it, it is in the top bracket of this album. Like, realistically, there's like one skip on that album, like one, and it's Riri. But there is one skip on that album.
What a Time to Be Alive. The rest, gone forever. I don't care.
Well, yeah, you just said you do care, but Whole Lotta Red. But okay, if it's my opinion, I'm going with. Hold on, I need to like make sure I got this right. I wanted to make sure I got this right because I wrote it down and I just want to show you guys what I believe. And that's facts. I'm gonna get hate from Cardi fans. I don't care. I really don't care. All right, unpopular rap opinions. All of his opinions are unpopular, but let's keep going.
These are my unpopular rap opinions. Let's go. Kendrick Lamar is easily the most overrated rapper of all time.
Yet he likes Playboy Cardi. Yet he likes Lil Uzi. Yet he likes Drake. Bro.
He's not even top 50 of all times.
Shut the fuck up. This is the same guy who go to bat for Eminem, who's like, oh, Eminem has to be top 50. He's big top 10. What do you mean? No. If Eminem's top 10, then Kendrick's top 10. Let's put that out there.
Sorry. Kanye West hasn't dropped a good album since 2010.
And he hasn't listened to the aforementioned ones that I talked about before.
The clout era is definitely dead and over, but damn, you gotta admit, that was a fun time period.
It was fun just because you didn't care about what you were saying. You didn't care about what you were listening to. It wasn't kind of introspective. I mean, look at the 2018 freshman class. Outside of like JID and Ski Mask, there weren't that. I mean, and Trippie Redd. There weren't that many guys that really would go into their feelings. So I get that. I get where you're coming from there.
Although the songs are fire, rapping about people's dead homies shouldn't be cool or acceptable.
Yeah, I could see what you're saying. Even though Who I Smoke's hilarious, it comes with really, like, just the beat itself. It's very funny. It comes with really sad and serious overtones.
DJ Academics does not deserve the hate he gets. He's a GOAT, and he's one of the most influential media personalities we've had in years. Hello?
Oh, man, no wonder this dude's a Drake fan. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nah, he does. I mean, look, every person that makes bad takes does deserve hate, but, like, I get what he's saying, but I'm not agreeing.
But not least, these three, Baby, Dirk, and Polo G, are the hottest three rappers out, right?
I mean, that's not even unpopular. Like realistically, yeah, hit them, maybe like the Baby, Pooh Shiesty. Yeah, like those guys are definitely on the up and up right now, so I can agree.
Now, period.
We're on the last video, by the way. We are on the last video. And I don't even know what to say. I mean, you guys can see it. I don't even know what to say.
I'm convinced Playboy Cardi is Tupac reincarnated.
All right, I'm done. Yeah, this has been your boy. Look, we've all made bad takes, right? But it's just like the track record of bad takes. Everyone's made bad takes. Skip Bayless is afforded to make bad takes, but the consistency in how bad those takes are incredible. Like it is genuinely awful. But this has been your boy. I've been your host, Ben Holkman. I'm gonna go cry in the shower now. Thanks so much and peace.